Good Monday, good people. So nice to see you all here already. Happy to see you. Very good. It is Monday. You know what that means. That means I pull out the Mystic Mondays Tarot. We do a 3-card reading for the collective, and then I will do individual cards for all who ask. If you're watching an archive, thanks so much for being here. I will not be able to do an individual card for you, but you may hear something as you listen that resonates for you. Same thing if you're waiting for your card as you're listening to other people's. If you hear something that makes sense to you, take that to your own heart. Absolutely. So nice to see you. And hey, so my nickname, Fairy Godmother, seems to be catching on. I really kind of love that. I was trying to figure out, I've been doing this since I was a young woman. And I've been trying to figure out, like, what is it to be the older tarot reader? And I think being your tarot fairy godmother is a pretty great thing. So I'm kind of happy with that, and thank you for keeping that going. That is too much fun. All right, let me quickly say hi to some of the people here: Mystics Haven, Von Ray, Kim, Carrie, Jean, Melissa, Alice. So happy to see all of you. Thanks for being here. Let's do those 3 cards, then we will get to the individual readings. I want to remind you, too, we got a meetup tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on my YouTube channel. You can find the link for it. We will do our YouTube Tarot meetup. We share readings with each other. We learn a little bit about tarot. It's an hour-long thing. It's free. It's fun. Join us. We'd love to see you. All right. What 3 cards will come up as guidance for the week ahead for all of us? Let's get shuffled. Let's take a look and see what we have got for the week. All right. And of course, this is such an interesting time. We're in Passover. This is Holy Week. Today ends the Indian celebration of, is it pronounced Holi or Holi? Holi, I think. The Festival of Colors. Of course, we had Ostara at the vernal equinox, and these are all really festivals of spring, a time of hope, a time of resurrection. So whatever you may celebrate, I wish you a happy one of those. And let's see what we see for the week. Okay, the first card up is the Fool, and it's reversed. So what do we see? The Fool encourages us to take a leap of faith. Nalini, holy, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a good one to all. Okay, so Fool reversed. Fool reversed. This sort of tells us that on one hand this week we have to remember to have fun, but on the other hand, we want to be cautious. When it's time to take risks, we want to make sure those risks are well measured and we're doing the risk-benefit analysis. So have fun this week, but make sure if you're going to take a risk, you analyze that and make sure it's appropriate and worthwhile. All right, the 2 of Wands. And yet we need to think to the future. We need to figure out, where do we want to be a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, and what do we have to do to get there? How do we manifest what it is that we want? Next, the King of Wands reversed. And the thing that I think about when I see this is about giving up your power. In what way are you giving up your power? How can you find your power? And how can you find your creativity? And how can you find your spiritual connection? This week, be open to the possibilities. Be open to your creativity. Be open to your ability to manifest the future that you want. Do not be afraid of risk. Be willing to have fun, but be careful. All right, that's what we got for the week. let's look at the individual cards. We've welcomed a few more people to the room. Thank you all for being here. I will go through and I will do these in the order in which I see them. And before I do, I want to remind you that we do have a Zoom class coming up in April. And I'm going to drop the link for that so you can go right ahead and get your ticket for the Tarot Flow Workshop on Zoom, April 22nd, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'd love to see you there. All right, here we go. Mystics Haven, a card for the week ahead for you. Princess of Wands. Be willing to learn, be willing to communicate, and most importantly, your creativity, your spirituality, your humor, your vitality. These are the things that you want to nurture. These are the things that you want to put forward this week. Okay, Kim K, so nice to see you. Glad you're doing well. Here's a card for you and also one for Maria. Okay, for Kim. The Wheel of Fortune. You know, the world is always unpredictable, says the tarot reader. You know, we make predictions. Our predictions are very often right on. But on the other hand, we have to leave room for mystery. And when we look at your life, Kim, recognize the ways in which you are fortunate. Enjoy this week the things that are good in your life. And recognize that at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you will probably come out on top and you will probably be just fine. So do not worry too much about the future. Okay, for Maria. Maria, you get the Six of Pentacles. It's important for you to remember to ask for help when you need it and to help others. This week, there is so much here about that exchange of energy, what you do for others and what others do for you. Allow that to happen and enjoy that. Carrie, so nice to see you. A card for you. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. This week, remember who your helpful people are. Let them help you. You be helpful to them. Recognize that you may have a tendency to be maybe a little defensive. And sometimes that's necessary, and sometimes boundaries are very necessary. But this week, allow people in. Let people get close to you. Jean Mnuchin, so happy to see you. Glad that you are here. You get the Emperor. And it is all about how you are becoming part of community and how you are building community. Even now, even this week, you will make some connections that help you understand that you really are moving forward. And that is your whole goal, to be a voice in the community, to be a member of community, to be a leader in community. That's what you're working on doing. And this week, you're going to see that you really are getting there. Melissa, it's so nice to see you. Melissa Burkhammer, glad that you are here. You get the Two of Wands, which was also a card for the collective. This week, be willing to really think about your future. Think about what you want. Think about what you want to manifest and your own power to manifest it. You know, there have been at least one person, maybe many people, who have tried to take your power away. Remember that you have the power to manifest. You have the power to create your future. This week, make sure you feel that and make sure you use that. Alice Wilshire, so happy to see you. You get the Magician, Alice. You know, after so long of feeling disempowered for so many reasons, it feels like you are finding your power. And even this week, you're going to be using your creativity. You're going to be recognizing what your skills and what your abilities are. And you're going to be feeling your strength in a way that you haven't for a while. So you go with that and you go for that. Have a great week. Bon Ray, so nice to see you here, Lavana. Glad that you are here. Here is a card for you for the week. Two of Swords. So, Lavana, I feel like you're making some decisions here. I mean, we make decisions all the time, but this week you may find that you have some larger decisions in your life to make, or at least to consider. Do not feel rushed into a decision, but do feel empowered to do what is most logical and appropriate for you. Neil Quattrano, nice to see you. Glad that you are here. Here's a card for you. Princess of Wands. You may find that the younger women in your life this week make some strides forward. That would be a good thing. This week, it's also important for you to remember the things that you enjoy, the things that make you feel good, and to try to avail yourself of those things. Claire, it's nice to see you here. Glad that you're here. A card for a fantastic week? Yes, ma'am. Let's do that. And okay, order delivered. You get the star. Definitely a fantastic week. A week of fulfillment, a week of fun, a week of hope, a week of creativity, and a week of healing. All for you, Claire. Kathleen, Patricia, so happy to see you here. Of course I got time for you. All right. You get the Queen of Swords. You know, there's a lot going on here that has really been difficult. You are trying to be smart about the decisions you make and the things that you do. This week, recognize that you are capable, that you are in charge, that you are smart, and that you can figure things out, and so you will. Yes, there have been changes, and there will probably be more changes, but you will be able to do what you need to do. Never fear that. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. A card for the week. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Do you have some time off this week? Maybe some time for yourself this week, maybe having to do with the holiday. You know, to me, I really feel like it is time for you to take some time. It is time for you to do for you and be nurturing of yourself this week. That's really the important thing for you, Leisha. Okay, Wendy, I'm so happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. Wendy, Knight of Swords, what's up with you, my friend? Feels like you got a lot on your mind. So, number one, do not let other people and their ridiculousness steal your peace. Number two, do not overthink things. Number three, if you're dealing with a lot of plans and a lot of stuff going on, one step at a time, you will get there. I will promise you. Do not let things be overwhelming. Melanie, I'm happy to see you. Glad that you're here. The moon reversed. Melanie, during this time of Passover, you will find some great enlightenment. In your divination, in your connection with spirit, you will find truths that you did not realize were there. You will learn to trust your intuition more. I know that that's a big order for just this week, but it's a special week. Go ahead and use it. Nalini, happy to see you. You get the Hanged Woman. That's what it is in this deck. Normally the Hanged Man or the Hanged One. And it's reversed. You are taking control of your life. Make no mistake. And this week, you're going to find new ways to find that control and to move forward. This is a very, very good thing for you. And you're going to start to feel like you're coming out of your shell. Like springtime itself, you're going to start to feel like you are hatching and sprouting and becoming yourself once again. How wonderful is that? Okay. Clumsy Clairvoyance, nice to see you. Here is a card for you for the week. You get the Ten of Cups reversed. I feel like you may need to have some special boundaries this week with friends or family members. Do not be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of having those boundaries. Do the things that make you happy. Hang out with the people that you enjoy. And don't let other people get to you. As I am so fond of saying when it's appropriate, do not let people piss in your Cheerios. Okay, Nicole, so nice to see you here. A card for you starting out the week, the Nine of Wands. This week, boundaries will be very important for you. And I think there's a real opportunity for you, Nicole, when it comes to your own healing, to figure out where you are resisting healing, where you are carrying wounding from the past that you could now acknowledge and release. Spend some time thinking about that this week. Hey, Jay, so happy to see you here. Here's a card for the week for you. Jay, you get Judgment reversed. So this week, I think it's all about recognizing how good you are. It's about putting closure to the things that have hurt you from the past. It's about recognizing how everything has brought you to where you are. And that's a good thing. To have gratitude for the good times and the bad times. I know this sounds like really big and heavy, but there it is. It's a big week. And allow yourself to think about the future and how you're going to move forward based on the things of the past. Baby Cakes, so nice to see you. Hey, you get the King of Wands in its upright position. It came up reversed for the group, but for you personally, it comes up right side up. This week, be a leader, be creative, be spiritual, be in the strength of your vitality. Purbug, so nice to see you here. Here's a card for the week going forward. 10 of Wands, good Lord. Good Lord, you are carrying some heavy stuff. Purbug, you've got to think about what's on your plate right now, whether that's emotional, physical, responsibilities for yourself, for others. How much of what you're carrying is necessary? And how much could you lay down? Could you delegate? Could you ask for help? Could you allow the light in and allow healing? Whatever you have to carry, you are capable of carrying, I promise you. But is it possible that you're carrying too much? That's something for you to think about this week. Hey, Robin Renee, the one who gave me the name. Notorious FGM, I am your fairy godmother. And that's because Robin Renee decided that was so, and the rest of you have sort of gone along with that. So I'm happy with that. Thank you so much for it. Here's a card for you. What do we see for your week? The Two of Pentacles reversed. You got a lot going on. I feel like you're actually very busy, whether that's in your mind or with school or with other things you're trying to do, having to do with holidays. One way or the other, though, don't bite off more than you can chew. Take things in small, bite-sized chunks and do not let yourself be overwhelmed. Also, be careful not to overspend. Okay. Aisha, I'm happy to see you here. Aisha, you get the Princess of Pentacles today for this week. This week, you're going to have to focus on what is most practical and what makes most sense for you right now. You need to think about what you're learning, where you want to be, where you want to go, what you got to do to go there. There's a lot here about your own healing, about your own growth. This has not been an easy time for you. However, you are moving forward. Make sure you do that based on what is in your best interest. Betty, so nice to see you here. Betty, you get the Six of Swords. This week, move forward using your own logic. Do not let negative emotions that come to you, you can acknowledge them, but do not let them steer your ship. You steer your ship based on your intelligence and your logic this week, and you will go far. This weekend, always. Karen Maynard, I'm happy to see you. Trying to figure out how to like the video while watching from your iPhone. Yeah, I do really appreciate everyone. Hit like this video, please. That's really important here on YouTube. And of course, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Okay. Karen, you haven't asked for it yet, but I'm going to give it to you. Here is your card for the week. The Seven of Cups reversed. Do not forget to use your imagination in ways that serve you, but do not give in to the anxiety of dark imaginings. That's the key for you this week. Okay, and thank you all so much for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay. So, from my perspective, I have answered every question here. If you have asked for a card and I missed it, I apologize. Please reiterate. If you're here and you have not yet asked for a card but want one, now's the time. This is your last call for cards. Lisa Harmon, is that you asking for a card? Sort of, maybe a little? I'll go ahead and give you one. Lisa, you get the Three of Cups reversed. This week, reach out to the people you're missing. Make that social connection, even if it's difficult. And if there is some healing that needs to happen between you or a friend, or you and a family member, you and a friend, you and a family member, if that's possible, take the first step toward that, Lisa, for sure. Okay, I will absolutely pull a card for you, my good friend Sally Larkin. So happy to see you. Sally, you get the Ace of Swords reversed. Are you telling yourself some kind of bullcrap? Are people around you feeding you some kind of bullcrap? Hear only the truth. Tell yourself only the truth this week. Be careful not to fall into some hole of BS this week. Okay, friends, I want to remind you that we have a meetup. We have a meetup right here on this channel tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 p.m. It's our last event for the month of March. Please do join us. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We do some readings for each other. We learn about tarot. We're here for an hour. It's lots of fun. Join us. And I also want to remind you, I have a class coming up on Zoom. You need a ticket for that. There's the link. Get your ticket. I am available this week for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, or Zoom. You can go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com. Just hit the button to book an appointment, or there you can find my phone number to call or text me. I do have openings this week, so even today. So reach out. If you would like to work with me, I would like to work with you. Please do reach out. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Again, remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel. While you're at it, subscribe to StarCast, STAARCAST. We'll have a new episode of StarCast coming up in April. This is our podcast that celebrates StarCon. Remember that StarCon is coming up January 21st through 23rd. Make sure you mark your calendar. You can attend online or in person in Palm Beach Gardens. I appreciate you all so much. This is your fairy godmother signing off. I will look forward to seeing you soon.